Picture this, the year is around the 9th century. We're in the highlands of Ethiopia, where a humble goat herder named Kaldi is about to make a discovery that will change the world. His goats, after munching on the bright red berries of a certain bush, become so energetic that they can't sleep at night. Intrigued, Kaldi takes these curious berries to a local monastery. The abbot there, skeptical yet intrigued, decides to boil these berries into a drink. Upon consumption, he notices he can stay alert through long hours of evening prayer. Word spreads around about this miracle fruit, and slowly but surely it starts to make its way across the globe. This, my friends, is the earliest known discovery of what we now recognize as coffee. By the 15th century, coffee had made its way to Yemen, where Sufi monks began to use it as a spiritual intoxicant, a means to keep themselves awake during their nocturnal devotions. The Yemeni traders took coffee beans from Ethiopia, started to cultivate them, and by the 16th century, coffee had spread to Persia, Egypt, Syria, and Turkey. Now, imagine the bustling coffee houses of Istanbul in the 17th century, where people gathered not just to enjoy their coffee, but also to engage in conversation, listen to music, play chess, and get the latest news. Coffee houses had become the hub of social activity, earning the nickname schools of the wise. By the 17th century, coffee had made its way to Europe, initially facing a fair amount of controversy. Some called it the bitter invention of Satan. But with the approval of Pope Clement VIII, coffee houses began to sprout across Europe, mirroring the social hubs of Istanbul. As we sail across the Atlantic to the New World, coffee initially took a back seat to tea. But the Boston Tea Party of 1773 marked a pivotal shift in American drinking preferences. The rebellious colonists revolted against King George's excessive tax on tea, and coffee became a patriotic choice. Fast forward to the 19th century. The world sees the invention of espresso machines, percolators, and vacuum coffee pots. Coffee preparation and consumption evolve, and the beverage becomes an integral part of cultures around the world. Enter the 20th century, and the United States is at the forefront of the coffee industry. Companies like Starbucks and Dunkin' are launched, and coffee goes from being a simple beverage to a symbol of status, lifestyle, and a catalyst for social interaction. Today, coffee continues to evolve. With the rise of artisanal coffee shops, home brewing techniques, and a focus on sustainable farming. From a humble berry in the Ethiopian highlands to a global commodity and cultural mainstay, coffee's journey is as rich and diverse as its flavor profile. So next time you take a sip of your morning brew, remember the centuries of history, the voyages across oceans, and the cultural shifts that have shaped the coffee we know and love today. Hello there, I'm Rick Pruitt, your caffeinated wanderer. As we've journeyed through the rich history and evolution of coffee, let's not forget the role of our local coffee shops. They are the heartbeat of our communities, brewing not just coffee, but also fostering connections and conversations. Each visit is an opportunity to discover unique flavors, experiences, and stories. They need our support now more than ever. So let's continue to patronize these local gems, explore their offerings, savor their brews, and cherish the experience. So, keep exploring, keep tasting, and keep supporting your local coffee shops. Until next time, stay caffeinated.